Hi, it's Alaska Granny. It's time to teach the newest generation how to prepare foods for long-term food storage. So we're out in the garden. We have a bumper crop of yellow squash, so I'm going to show you how I dehydrate them in the Excalibur Food Dehydrator. Sometimes they get lost and they get completely out of control, and these will probably be nice for decorations in the fall, but these are not going to be enjoyable for eating. So once you pick your squash, you want to slice up any of the narrow part and then cut apart the bulb part. With a spoon, scrape out the seeds, and you can shred up the bigger parts. This has a little bit of green because I did some zucchini earlier. So now I'm going to lay them out on the sheets that go into the Excalibur. I'm going to spread out the slices and then also spread out the shreds and dry them for about 12 hours at 125 degrees. The Excalibur is easy to use. It has a little fan motor inside. You turn on to the temperature you want and you set the timer for how long you want, and that activates the fan. Then your trays just slide right in. Your food is already on the trays, and then you put the cover back on and allow it to dehydrate. The yellow squash I'm doing today, I'm going to dehydrate at 125 for about 12 hours. Mine, it has 5 trays. Even if you're not dehydrating a lot of food, you want to keep all of the trays in there even if they don't have products on them, because it helps the air to flow more correctly if you have them all in there. Plus then you don't need to worry, where did I put those trays? You can store them right inside. I like to dehydrate squash in chunks and as shreds because I use it in different recipes, different styles. I also like those easy release sheets because it just slides right off. In fact, I'm thinking about buying more of those and dehydrating all of the foods on the easy release or Paraflex sheets. I don't remember exactly what they're called. So once you're satisfied that your food is completely dehydrated, then you can remove it from the dehydrator. It's easy to fold up this sheet and then just pour your food right into a Ziploc bag. And from there, I place it into a clean, dry canning jar. I let it sit out for several days with the top open so that it can condition the food. And I'll shake it around a few times and make sure everything is completely dehydrated. If your food is not as dry as you think it should be, it's easy to place it back into the dehydrator for a few hours to get it to the consistency that you want. Next, I seal my jars with the Food Saver vacuum seal with the jar attachment. You put a clean canning lid on your jar. Then the Food Saver has a hose and a jar attachment. You can get them with a regular mouth size and the wide mouth jar, whichever size you need. You put one end of the hose into the Food Saver, the other end into the top of the jar, and then the jar lid attachment goes onto your jar. My machine has a lever on the side that you turn it down, and that's how you activate it. Then when you put the lid onto the jar, you press the button, turn it on. It will vacuum out all of the oxygen and seal your container. You want to listen for the click at the end to know that it's done. Remove the hose and then remove the lid. And then check your jar to make sure that it's sealed correctly. And now it's ready to go into your prepper pantry with all of your other food storage. Store it cool, dark, dry, and know that you provided healthy, nutritious, fresh foods into your prepper pantry. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.